Putin is trying to kill us is so passé. Weapons of mass destruction, Saddam Hussein, so passé. Let's get Libya anyway. What about Somalia? What about, what's his fucking name, in Syria? Gassing his own people, so passé. Nonetheless, we went there and blew the shit out of all those countries, took their oil, destroyed their people, and freed them! For fucking hell's sake. Really. Sorry if I'm shouting, it's a bit windy. Look at it. It's autumn. Fuck. Summer's gone. Everyone's waving a flag. Again. Look, I'm even disappointed in my comrades, my Michael Gray Griffithses and others who, I quote, Trump is the new feminist. Now, I know that's a great tagline. It's a great tagline, but it's a part of the problem. It's insane. Not once, ever, have we seen the US military machine have the welfare of the country's people at hand or as a concern. Not once, ever. Just think back to Pharma. Are they interested in your health, curing disease? Not once. And yet, back we go. Until we woke up and thought, wait a fucking minute. They've got a crime sheet a mile long, billions of dollars in fines for fraudulent tests, dangerous drugs, corruption, coercion, monopoly, not playing the game, just monopolising the whole fucking world with their fucking drugs. Remember that? And we went, oh fuck, that's it, no more, I'm not taking any more of that shit. Hey mate, but for some reason, when it comes to flags and freedom and war, we just flip the switch again. We go back. So we've got Israel using weapons of mass destruction, the potential for the Ayatollah Khomeini to develop more nuclear weapons or any nuclear weapons, even though he's publicly denounced them, said that is not in the interest of their country, it would be signing their own death warrant. That's from the Ayatollah. So they knew that was never a threat. But that was Syria's tagline. And America, well, they're just freeing the women up, you know, liberating people. And we know that's true because we see them dancing in the streets and we invite people from the Iranian community onto our fucking podcasts and they tell us this is true, that they're celebrating Trump and they're free at last, they have control of their own destiny. Liberty is at hand, courtesy of America. Again, imagine during the pandemic, us rebels, us threats to health and safety of our entire country who are going out there unmasked, unjabbed. Imagine taking someone on your screen on a podcast and say one of the Teals or someone from another community in Melbourne saying, yes, we have people out there with masks endangering lives, but most of Melbourne supports the mandates and they're celebrating the release of the vaccines. And we're cheering them, we're singing and dancing in the streets because of that. That would be the media representation. And that's all you're doing when you bring someone onto your show that echoes this fucking fantasy that America is freeing Iran. And I don't say that because I know much different. It's just we've seen it over and over and over again, and there are people who are saying otherwise. And you can't be inviting people onto your podcasts that are just going to echo and make you feel so fucking excited about women's lib. Hey Matthew, good day for sailing, mate. So round and round we go. I'm just rattling on about fucking Iran because, you know, when in Rome, fucking hell. I don't know if you're excited, mate. You're excited about the liberation of the Iranian people, the Persians. Anyway, I was going to say hello as I'm walking past someone and I'm ranting my head off. Look, there it is. Keep going. Plenty to talk about, mate. Anyway, there's a comrade, beach walker down here. Also was at Epic in Canberra. Anyway, it's just fucking unforgivable that we should go back down that route again, where we believe for 1 second that the people's interests are foremost in any government's fucking actions. It never has been. And blowing the fuck out of a country and killing their leader unprovoked, putting bases all around countries on their doorstep, and then when that country defends itself by bombing one of those bases because of the aggression, that's it, off you go. Woohoo, freedom, here we come, liberty. And the death toll will rise, and the fear porn, the war porn will start pouring out, and people are going to be fascinated by what's happened. Cyprus just got bombed. My son told me this morning, Dad, did you hear? It's a fucking video game for us. But I reminded him, Cyprus didn't get bombed. There's a UK base in Cyprus that got bombed, and that's sovereign to the United Kingdom. They bombed the United Kingdom, who set up base in Cyprus. They're not attacking Cyprus, but who gives a fuck? Boom! Look at the images, oh my God! My heart goes out to these people who are trapped in this world and fucking da-da-da-da-da-da. There is mass... What they've done by killing the Ayatollah Khomeini, that's right, I've got the accent, they martyred him. And Iran is a constitutional republic, and it has processes, and it's written into the constitution, and they're going to follow those processes. And by killing the Ayatollah Khomeini, they've consolidated the leadership. They've martyred him and consolidated the leadership. And there are thousands and hundreds of thousands of people in the street waving that flag, holding his image high, discussing and also electing their next leader within that authority, within that governance. And it is governance, whether you like it or not. It's not our fucking business. We're not freeing anyone. We're destroying other people's lives again, and virtue signalling our support from the shores of Australia without any investigation, without cross-checking the same fucking template. There are people like Scott Ritter. He was one of the investigators in the weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. He's a Marine, very highly ranked. Worked for CIA. Went into Iraq. Couldn't find them. They told him to shut the fuck up. He now lives in Russia, and he's an analyst, and he talks about what goes on. And there is no reason to assume he's talking shit. There's nothing in it for that man. But the media's doing its thing. It's starting to split people again. Because if you don't support the US invasion and destruction of Iran, then you're not for people's freedom. If you don't denounce Trump, then you're a Nazi. If you don't comply with mandates, then you're anti-science, you're a conspiracy theorist, you're a threat. They're just divide it. And I can't think of any reason why that should not be so clearly seen now, how that cannot be seen. You're going to be bombarded with images of the happiest and the most prettiest Iranians you've ever seen. Persians. They used to call them Persians. It sounds so much more exotic. I can see the fucking carpet from here. You're going to be inundated. And that's so easy. What you won't be inundated with is all the other people in Iran who want the fuck us to get the fuck out and stop bombing their fucking country. We've already done. We've already overthrown their governments a couple of times. One time it was a full-on democracy. You can see the images post-79 or whatever, pre-79. The swinging 60s and 70s, it was a rocking place. wasn't playing ball with the US. So they overthrew that. They overthrew that system and instilled draconian leadership. That operated for a while. And then they went in and killed a few of those, swung it around again. The Ayatollah was pretty much on message. He was supportive of a lot of what the US, some of the US agenda, supportive of non-nuclear proliferation. And then they just blew the fuck out of him for some other reason, but it wasn't to free those pretty Persians. Oh, sorry, I'm squawking. I hope this is getting through. Anyway, it is. Sometimes my kid says to me, "Oh, old man shouting at the clouds." Well, there's the fucking clouds. Here's the old man, and I am shouting. It's a disgrace. We're an embarrassment, and we're weak. And yes, we're human. The human condition. We're so fucking frightened. We'll jump on the first good shit fucking lollipop that comes along that makes us feel any better. Got us on a string. Really do. And it's all connected. I am so sorry about that, but it is. It's all connected. The military-industrial complex, the medical-industrial complex, the financial-industrial complex are all fucking one complex, and it's very complex. And they fucking duck and weave. Whack-a-mole is the game you've got to be playing here. But people are exhausted. They're not even exhausted, haven't even tried. People haven't even tried to unpack shit. They wait to be told. The ABC will do it, won't it? That'll do it for you. That's our network, is it? That's our station. My fucking ass. I think it's really interesting. Slight leap off with Carl Stefanovich, what's his name? Whatever. You know, the Sunrise Show host, Channel 9 guy. Now got his own podcast, fucked off out of that network, and is talking about how he can't believe what he's done to himself and to his audience, which was millions. He reached into millions of homes and guilt-tripped and told people they should be doing as they're told. And now he's going, what the fuck was I talking about? Now, I know that's only one fucking mainstream media fuckwit, but that's much more influential than 500,000 nobodies. The point being is that every so often the bubble bursts. All right. Thanks for joining, Matthew. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I've got my son's looking for some work experience, mate. Film, TV on the set, just for school, over a 4-day period. Messes me. I can imagine. But yeah, he's a good boy and hard worker. He just wants to do a few days work experience. They've got to do it. Part of the high school thing, I'm sure you know about it. So I'm putting feelers out to all those people in the industry I no longer have connections with. But yeah, that's I should have private messaged that, shouldn't I? Fuck that, I don't private anything. Rah, rah. No shame, no fear.